You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, General Hospital fans, I've got your early edition spoilers for September 9th through the 13th. Looks like Kristina is chasing revenge, and Carly may be in the crosshairs soon. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. And as we always do on early edition day, we're going to start with the action for the rest of this week, just to set everything up, give you some context for the spoilers for next week. So we're going to start with what is ahead on Wednesday, September 4th. So Ava is completely stunned by who turns up to help her. And of course, it is Jason. Remember on Tuesday's episode, he found Isaiah, called 911 for him. And then Ava was being held at gunpoint and Jason is right there. So, there's more of that, but it definitely is just more scenes of Ava and Jason, which I'm actually looking forward to. And I've seen some people in the comments wondering why Jason even cares if Ava survives. And that's because Sonny needs Ava to recant the false testimony that she gave under duress, under pressure from Jagger against Sonny and against Kristina and just all that. If Ava goes in and say, no, none of that happened, I was forced to say it, that's going to clean up a lot of problems. Not the problem of Jagger Cates being murdered, but cleaning up some other problems. Drew Quartermain really needs a friend, and he's going to open up to Curtis Ashford. I am quite certain he is going to tell him about Willow, about the kisses, about the ongoing temptation, and hopefully Curtis will remind him, dude, you are running for political office, and this is the kind of scandal that takes down candidates. So Kristina turns to Michael. She is looking to him, and I wonder if she's going to consult him about her revenge plan on Ava, because initially it looked like she had taken Sonny's gun to kill herself because she was having the graveside scene where she was saying she doesn't want to live without the little baby, but now it looks like she may have gotten that gun to go after Ava. So Holly Sutton is back. Emma Samms returns on Wednesday, and there was a little snippet in the promo where she said, "Hello, darling." And, you may assume she's talking to Lucky, but I actually think she might be talking to the bad guy, Sidwell. Holly gets up to some pretty sketchy stuff, so maybe she's there running her own thing, or maybe she found out Lucky's there and came to get him out. Meanwhile, Sonny does some strategizing with Carly. Here's my issue with their whole little sex alibi thing. We saw Sonny standing in the rain, having that discussion with Jagger, and then shooting him. Jagger was soaked. Sonny was soaked. Sonny goes back up to the house while Michael, is dealing with the body, and he finds Carly, and then they agree that she's gonna say that he was with her to give him an alibi. How are his clothes dry? He went into the Q house in wet clothes, and then he's coming down and he's like tucking in his shirt. Is there like a spare closet of small size mobster clothes that we don't know about at the Quartermain mansion? That's just a big continuity issue that's bothering me. Maybe it's not bothering you guys. I thought it was very problematic. I mean, I understand he took his jacket off, but still, his shoes should be wet, his pants, everything. Oh well. GH is going to do what GH wants to do. Thursday, September 5th. Alexis and Diane put their heads together. I'm sure they're going to be discussing Jagger's death and who are going to be the top suspects. Carly gave Sonny an alibi, but Michael really doesn't have an alibi. There's just a lot of people in town that hated him, and I just wonder if other people are going to be in the crosshairs because Sonny is, needing help because he acted rashly. Nina is very determined about something. I'm guessing it's about protecting Willow and her marriage from Drew. I do expect Willow may open up to her mom and tell her something else happened. Trina has some advice for Jocelyn, and Sonny is worried, as he should be. He just killed a federal agent. And I thought it was very interesting that when Tracy heard that Cates was dead, Tracy's like, well, Sonny did it. He just happens to be here at the mansion, and then Jagger's dead on the grounds. I mean, Tracy knows that math isn't mathing. She knows who did it, but I don't expect there to be any consequences for him. Meanwhile, Ric Lansing has a very sincere and heartfelt conversation with his son-in-law is the closest thing I can think of. Domestic partner-in-law, domestic son partner. Anyway, with TJ. And I'm sure they're going to talk about grief and just what Molly's going through and all that. I look forward to that conversation. Friday, September 6th, Anna issues a warning to someone. At this point, it could be Carly, it could be Sonny, it could be Kristina, it could be Ava, it could be it's half of Port Charles, you know? And Lois surprises someone. I wonder if this is more about her diction and elocution coach. Meanwhile, Jocelyn goes off on Carly. Now, the question is, does Joss assume that Carly is sleeping with Sonny again, which was the implication from the little alibi thing they pulled, or does Joss figure out that Carly is covering for Sonny and just pretending to sleep with him? And I do wonder if Tracy's going to go upstairs and fumigate all the bedrooms, not knowing exactly where they were supposedly doing the deed. She already wants the baby taken away, Ace, so she's not going to be happy about the mobster being upstairs allegedly doing the deed. Sonny has a task he needs Jason to take care of that's very, very important. And Elizabeth has some doubts. And I just wonder if this is about Rick. He's trying to get closer to her. Again, he's insisting that he's changed. I'm not sure Elizabeth is going to believe that. I'm not sure I believe it. You guys probably don't believe it. This is Ric Lansing we're talking about. All right, heading into the week of September 9th through the 13th. So Kristina got that gun from her dad's safe and she wants to kill Ava. But Alexis saw the gun, so I don't think she's going to let Kristina take off with it. But it wouldn't be that hard as Sonny's daughter for Kristina to get another gun. And we, of course, know that Sam McCall is dying soon. Kelly Monaco is about to exit. And I just am wondering if something really terrible is going to happen and Kristina somehow accidentally shoots Sam. That would be super duper messy. Drew and Willow seem to be fighting a losing battle with their libidos. If they keep at it, is it going to cost them everything? Right now, if I'm correct, little James West plus Nina plus Sasha plus Curtis plus Maxie all know at this point, in addition to Drew and Willow. And that's a whole lot of people to count on to keep a secret. And my big question is, will Holly be the one to get Lucky back home since she is at Sidwell's compound in this week? And then we'll see what happens next week. Jocelyn is not going to be thrilled at all that Carly is protecting Sonny yet again, but I do wonder if this is the road to a Carly-Sonny reunion, because they're going to have to pretend to be close again, and that could lead to an actual reunion. Of course, some fans are excited about the idea of this, others hate the idea because it's just the same old, but it may indeed come out of this. I wouldn't even be surprised if they wound up remarried so they couldn't testify against each other. They've done that in the past. If you remember back in the 90s, early aughts, it's been a while, but it's happened before. Ava should be able to testify to Anna about all the things that Jagger did to her, threatening her, forcing her testimony, kidnapping her, and basically contracting this nutbag to murder her. But Ava has an alibi, as does Jason, for the time that Jagger was killed. But other Corinthos and Spencer and Quartermain family members may be under the microscope. I do expect Jagger's murder is probably just going to be brushed under the rug and written off as a rogue agent that got what karma brought to him. Rick is going to keep trying to work his way back into Liz's life, trying to get under her skin, trying to get back into her heart. And I do think either by the end of this week or into next week, Willow, may talk to her mom about the ongoing temptation of Drew. I just want Nina to just punch him, not in the face, maybe lower, maybe take out the nads, and maybe he'll stop trying to rub them on herself and her daughter back to back. It's just so icky. Side note, this week, Willow was talking to Drew and said she's not a cheater. Yeah, she is. She cheated on Chase with Michael. So yeah, I don't know if that's her own deluded thinking or if that's just bad writing with the writers not remembering her actual history. Those are all of our early weekly spoilers. Please drop your comments. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Definitely definitely come back soon. It's me, Belinda from Soap Dirt, talking GH with you 7 days a week.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.